Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to say good morning to everybody who is here. Good morning, Lauren, coming in from Paradise. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Dan, coming in from Panama City Beach. Good morning, Susan. Wonderful to see all you guys here today. And everybody else who is watching but has not yet dropped a comment. Thank you so much for being here today. It is indeed wonderful to have you around. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so we're going to, we're here to say some nice things about ourselves. It is Monday, and yeah, it's kind of fun. We're going to be doing something new this week. So Pepper has actually made a series of cards that are all thematic for the whole week, which I think is super duper cool. So she's actually in the process right now of uploading them to my overlays. But I think it's pretty rad. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. We are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation, and then we are going to talk about what the cards actually are. So yeah, let's have some fun. Let's pull a card off the top of the deck and say that today I am empowered. I am empowered. I celebrate my ability to change and adapt. So I am empowered. I celebrate my ability to change and adapt. Are you empowered? You are empowered. You celebrate your ability to change and adapt. I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you to do the same exact thing. I love that all caps empowered, Lauren. That's so cool. I am empowered. I celebrate my ability to change and adapt. Indeed, I am empowered. And Dan's empowered to hit the beach today. I hope that you have a wonderful time at the beach today, Dan. But indeed, I'm empowered as well. I celebrate my ability to change and adapt. What is power except the ability to do something? The ability to make a change, the ability to switch stuff up, the ability to say, hey, I have new information and I am going to move forward with that new information. Morning, Nicole. Wonderful to see you here today. Indeed, I am empowered, and so are you. It is a new week starting, and we have the ability right now today to do all manner of fun stuff and to decide how our lives are going to go and to make the choices that are going to set us up for all of our tomorrows. Remember, everything that we're working with today is something that we started working with tomorrow. Everything that we decided we were going to do today, or everything that we decided we were going to do yesterday, is something that we have laid the foundation for today. And I get it, Susan. I'm empowered. I don't like change so much either. And I mean, I used to really, really, really not like change. And the thing that got me to think differently was when I realized that every day was a different day, that life itself was changing, that my entire life was just existed in a condition of change and flux and flow. And yeah, and then when I realized that, I was like, okay, well, perhaps life is going to change all the time, but me, like, but that doesn't mean that I need to change. It doesn't mean that that my core values need to change. It just means that life is going to change. Yeah. And what Pepper is saying, this card is unripened vanilla beans, and so we'll see how. Well, I'm very curious as to how her cards unfold thematically throughout the week. But this is an unripened vanilla bean. So this is it's emblematic for our ability to change and adapt. Quick story about vanilla. So vanilla is considered a very basic flavor. I remember when I was growing up, there were two types of vanilla. There's vanilla and there's French vanilla. And French vanilla was always kind of a little bit brown tinged. It wasn't like white like what we consider vanilla to be like today. But vanilla is considered this really basic flavor. But if you really think about it, vanilla is a nuanced flavor. Vanilla is a very difficult flavor to extract from the vanilla bean. It's very difficult to make things like ice cream with vanilla. The food scientists had to figure out how to process this bean to actually extract that very gentle flavor. And it was even something where in the past the vanilla itself was a very expensive flavor because it was so complex to produce. It was considered a luxury flavor. So what we now think of as just kind of like a flavor that you add other things to was at one point in its history a luxury in and of itself to even have access to something as rare as vanilla. And there was a time when vanilla was just up there, not quite as expensive as saffron, but pretty far up there as far as as far as the herbs and spices went. Vanilla was a pretty expensive thing. Vanilla extract was a pretty expensive thing. Vanilla extract is still kind of expensive, although most vanilla stuff that you'll eat nowadays is made with imitation vanilla. But real vanilla extract is still a fairly expensive thing, although now we've figured out how to extract it, and definitely it's not as rare as it used to be. But in the end, it's very interesting to me because vanilla is something that has changed and adapted over the years. It's gone from being this very high dollar, very rare thing to now being the base for pretty much all other flavors to be built upon. And if you think about vanilla, it has a very nuanced flavor to it. It has a very light flavor to it. So I am empowered. I celebrate my ability to change and adapt. And I haven't actually seen any of these cards that Pepper has made up. She just told me that she was making them thematic for the week, and so I'm very excited to see what comes of them. But I love this card for the beginning for our Monday. That we recognize that we are empowered, that we celebrate our ability to change and adapt, that life itself is going to change, and that we are going to adapt through it. Yeah, it's surprise cards. You're absolutely right, Pepper. But yeah, and life is going to change, and we are going to change with life. The things that aren't going to change, the things that are going to remain the same, are the way that we approach life. Things that are going to remain the same is the internal characteristics that define us. That those internal characteristics that define even our consciousness. So I am empowered today. You are empowered as well, and we celebrate our ability to change and adapt. Anyways, I will. I'm just really excited to see what this week brings. I have a lot of really cool things that I have planned out for the week, and so I'm very excited to see how those things manifest. So I want to say thank you guys for joining me in with the wake up call today. Good morning again to. Let's see here. Good morning again to Susan. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Shauna and Lauren. Let's see here. Good morning, Nicole. Let's see. Oh, good morning, John L. Coming in early for today, late for yesterday. That's funny. But good morning to all you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that you are empowered today, that you have the ability to change and adapt, and that this now moment, this moment that we're in right now, is where that ability rests. We can't change what happened in the past, and what happened in the future yet it hasn't happened yet. And so, what we do in the present informs what happens in the future, and what we do in the present is colored by what happened in the past. So let's make sure that we're doing the right things for ourselves today. And let's make sure that as we go through our day and as we are presented with choices, that we're making the choices that are setting ourselves up for all of our tomorrows. I will talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will come up with another one of these cards, and I will see how Pepper has, what she has actually done to make these cards even cooler, and to tell the story of the week. But until then, this is your daily reminder that you are empowered. I am empowered too, and so let's go make the powerful choices necessary in order to manifest our will in this world. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, your daily reminder: I love you. I care about you. I think that you're amazing. I think that you're a wonderful person, and I know that you are empowered to make all the right choices in your life in order to set yourself up for the maximum amount of success. I will. Oh, hey there, Maria. Wonderful to see you popping in. right here at the end. Thanks so much for being here. So indeed, I am empowered, and you are as well. And let's just make this the best day of our lives. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, aloha from paradise.